Hi, this is Nikki Woods, and we are going beyond the studio on the Tom Joyner Morning Show and BlackAmericaWeb.com with with Torrei Hart. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Now, I don't really want to lead in as an ex anything because I know that you really are working hard to kind of establish your own identity, and you have several projects going on. So, for those who are not familiar with you, you were at one time married to Kevin Hart, correct?
Yes.
You are the mother of his children.
Yes.
And now you have several television projects. You have a comedy career that you were working on. Tell us about you and where you are now.
Well, where I'm at right now, I mean, of course, I am currently filming a show, which is called Atlanta Exes. So it is in reference to being an ex, which is okay because we all have a past. But as filming that show, you'll see on the show, of course, you have to watch and tune in on VH1 this summer. But you'll see that I'm establishing my own identity in a new city. I'm also building my brand, which actually one thing right here.
Look at you.
A mixer. It's a mixer, and this is me right here. It's a mixer. And that actually is going to be in Walmart February 10th, so it's just in time for Valentine's Day. I also have a jewelry line that I'm working on called Heartstrings, which is coming out very soon. I also do a lot of sketches. I write. I have a film currently in the Pan-African Film Festival, which is screening tomorrow, which unfortunately I can't be there. But the director's there and the other producers are there. And on top of that, just being a mom and just moving forward with my life.
So were you doing all of this stuff when you were with Kevin, or this is just now started?
Well, I was always acting when I was with Kevin. Me and Kevin, actually, we shot a commercial together. We did an eBay commercial together.
What commercial? Like eBay?
Yeah, we did an eBay commercial. We also shot a pilot for BET. The show didn't get picked up, but we shot a pilot together for a TV show. I was also in Soul Plane, and also in a few other projects with him, and we would write together. I also opened up for him on several of his tour dates. So yes, I was definitely doing this. I just wasn't pursuing it as much because I was still his wife. And, when you're a wife, sometimes your career takes a back seat.
Now, most of the information that I think a lot of us have gotten has been from Kevin's stand-up routine. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that? I mean, I know I'm not the most sensitive person in the world, but I don't know if I could have dealt with because he talks about family a lot, and it's not always positive.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you deal with that sort of thing?
To me, I don't take life serious at all. I'm a person who I find the funny in every single thing, and I just try to always stay positive. For one, you know what, his jokes made a lot of money. So if you want to make me the brunt of the joke, long as you taking care of the family. Now, if he was still telling jokes and dogging me out in a hole in the wall somewhere, I'm gonna be like, yo, you might want to try a different approach.
Right.
But for the most part, I mean, to me, it was funny because, as a comedian, you find the humor in the bad situations and you spin it and you make it funny. And you, of course, you exaggerate. So everything he was saying was exaggerated, but it did come from a place of truth. And I was just okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I can take being the brunt of a joke. It's not that big of a deal.
How is it, though, having to kind of play your life out? I mean, you went through a lot of things that a lot of women go through. Mm-hmm. Like I said, and I'm just going based on what I've heard in stand-up. And you went through some situations that women go through, but you kind of had to play it out in a public arena. Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you handle, especially as a mother, because then your children are kind of subjected to it too. Mm-hmm. But how do you deal with your life playing out in public?
I just do. I mean, it's what I signed up for. When I got with him, of course, he was not doing comedy. But
what was he doing? What was he doing when you got with him?
He was a sneaker salesman. Yeah, he was selling sneakers at City Sports, and he was good at it.
I'm sure.
Made all that terminology you use.
Right.
We also met at community college, so we were in college together. So, I got to experience that part of him. But, when I first seen him perform and when I saw him in the cafeteria, he was just telling jokes. And I was just like, yo, you're funny. You need to be telling jokes. And so that was that. So I kind of knew what I was signing up for. And, like I said, I got class clown in high school. Anybody who knows me knows I was a prankster. I was always pulling practical jokes. That was who I was. So to see him is just, it kind of just worked out. So it wasn't, you know, like I said, I find the funny and everything. So I don't know, we just clicked, and it didn't really make a big deal to me.
So what do you think is the biggest lesson? Because I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more about your relationship now with Kevin and how you guys navigate being co-parents together. And, you know, both of you probably moved. I know he has, and I'm sure that you've had relationships too, and you've moved on from there. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Ooh, whoa. The biggest lesson that I've learned is, first of all, keep God first. That's what I take out of this whole experience, because it just drew me closer to God, going through such a public divorce, because that's all I really could rely on. I mean, I had my family, but there was moments when I was just really weak and, you know, crying and just didn't have anybody that I felt like I could talk to.
Right.
So I just really got into word. I got into seeking God, into praying, into fasting. And so it just really made me have to go on faith and really believe. So that's what I would say was the lesson that I learned. When you grow up in a spiritual family and they tell you to keep God first, you really have to keep God first.
So how can people find out more information about you? Like you said, you had a myriad of things going on, from the jewelry line to the mixer to the new show that's going to come out this summer. How can people find out more information about you?
Oh, well, my website, which is Torrei Hart, TORREIHART. Also, I'm going to be on the Bounce TV network on next week, which is actually airing February 11th at 9:30.
Okay.
So, and you can catch me on there. I'm doing a movie review, actually, of Kevin's new film. So, like I said, I still find the funny in everything. So I'm going to be breaking down his film, and it's a sketch, and it's, called the Ex-Wives Club. And then you can also catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is still TORREIHART. And, like I said, I don't take things too serious. You go through trials, you go through situations in life, and I will say I am a stronger woman and a more business-minded woman from coming out of the divorce. Yeah, I just don't let anything get me down.
That's awesome. And your YouTube channel is very funny, too. You got some good stuff on your YouTube channel.
Funny Fish. You can also check me out on Pretty Funny Fish. That is YouTube. That's where you can find all my sketches. And there's actually also a sketch on there that I did imitating Kevin.
Yes.
And just so you know, we're not, we don't have bad blood. I sent him the sketch before I even put
Give us 2 seconds of you imitating Kevin.
Let me explain. Okay, listen, look, I don't lie. Sometimes I lie, but then most of the time I don't lie. But I'm just going to come at you like this, because I'm a real dude. This is what real dudes do. I'm a real dude. Torrei, pick my kids up. Kids. This is him on the phone. Did you get my kids from school yet? Kevin, I got the kid. All right, I'm just making sure you got my kids, because, I'm working. I'm money now. I'm working, Torrei. That's my little tidbit of Kevin.
That's hilarious. Torrei Hart, thank you so much for spending some time with us. And I look forward to all of the wonderful things that you're doing. I think that you are a true talent. So I'm glad that we had a chance to talk to you.
And just please make sure you tune in Tuesday, Bounce TV. And for Breakdown, it's going to be really good.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
And Skippies, don't forget, get your Skippies. Walmart, February 10th. We're in there. It's a mixer and it's low calorie.
Awesome.
Ladies, gentlemen, so try it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Torrei Hart.
All right. Thank you. Good talking with you.